We now join Loving.
What? How did Gwyn find out about it?
You got me. Doesn't matter anymore. Gig's up.
What do you want from me?
Pack up your stuff. We're out of here.
Morning.
Morning.
Warm bagels, lox, and cream cheese. Food for the brain.
Well, then you better start chowing down, Brunel.
A little humor. Did you have a better night last night?
No, I didn't. But this morning, I made a decision about the pregnancy. I know what I'm going to do.
All right, we're going to push Brunel's International. Now, I think we're very unique with an in-house travel agency. The luggage and cruise line tie-in should be great. We're going to sell like gangbusters. All right, and we open in 10 minutes. Does anybody have any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am. I just bought this jacket. I mean, this raincoat, it leaks. It's really impossible. I can't be serious.
Oh, sir, I'm sorry. Could you get this guy down to exchanges? I'm sorry, sir. We'll be open in a few minutes. How did you get in here?
There's a problem with this jacket, too. I mean, it's torn. I can't... It's really embarrassing. I mean, I noticed it as soon as I got home.
Yeah. Julie, will you please handle this?
Look, take a look at this shirt. I mean, all the buttons are completely loose.
Sir,
I can't possibly
we'll be
wear
happy to get you a new shirt.
Like this. It's won't work. Just one more thing. Look at the buttons on this belt. They're a little too small.
Excuse me. Look,
really small.
Look,
I mean, you can't possibly.
Listen to me. Will you just take all these items to the departments where you got them, and we'll be happy to exchange them.
Look, these slacks are so itchy. It's impossible. I mean, how could anyone possibly wear these?
Everything, double your money back. Now, hold on, serious. We are trying to open a business here. You've got to take your clothes. You have got to leave.
Constantly unraveling.
Fine. Sir, will you please?
I mean, really. And the shorts?
Shorts?
Little snug. Wait a second.
Do not take those shorts off. Do not take them off. Do you understand me?
They're supposed to be 32.
You will keep them on until we can get you into a dressing room to make an even exchange. Julie, help me.
I can't wear them. I cannot wear them.
All right. Call him off.
What makes you think that
Yeah, fine. I understand it's a stripper. I get it. Now, get rid of him.
Well, I must admit your stripper was much more appealing.
Oh, Jeremy, please. Jeremy.
But the similarities haven't escaped you. Do you remember how you responded to my request?
Yes, fine. I promise I will never bother you again. Would you get this maniac out of my store?
Does this mean our feud is over? I'd like to remind you that I'm not responsible for your breakup with Leo. I simply pointed out that the two of you were a mismatch.
Oh, you pompous, conceited, arrogant little... Oh, you have no idea what I would like to do.
It's so hot in here. Don't you feel warm? Do you mind if I remove this jacket? Listen, look at that shirt. Look, he was right. I bought this in this store. It doesn't even fit properly. I think I'm going to have to remove it and return it to the store because really,
Shana, whatever you've decided, you know I'm behind you 100%.
Leo, I'm going to have this baby.
Okay. Obviously, you've spent a great deal of thought on this.
Yes, and I realize what I could be up against. Talking to Nick and Beth helped me understand that.
Good.
I mean, the world places so many pressures and expectations on you, but all we really have are ourselves and the baby and our love. And I can only expect just as much as I can give.
Well, what expectations? Of being up and happy when everyone thinks that you should be lousy?
Oh, yeah, sure, but also, you know, feeling inadequate, like a failure. I feel like that sometimes anyway, so... You know, at first, I tried to find something or someone to blame. I looked back at my life and I thought, what did I do to deserve this? But that didn't get me anywhere. And it's certainly not going to help me cope, and it won't help the baby cope.
You are going to be just fine. Shana, you are the strongest woman that I've ever met.
Thanks. But I'm also very lucky. I've got money, I've got my own law practice so that I can set up my own hours, and I don't have any other children that need attention. And I have you. But what I'm worried that I don't have is the patience and the resolve to deal with a child who has special needs. But I want to give it a shot.
You are going to be brilliant, but Shana, don't forget, huh? We still have that 90% chance that the baby's going to be born normal.
That's right. But still, I want to be prepared for the other 10%.
Me too.
I cannot believe that you let Gwyn tell him. You had all night. Why didn't you tell him yourself?
Tell him what? That I tracked him down because I hated his guts? Wanted to take away everything he had?
Well, you could have just told him the truth. That when you met him and Tricia, that they weren't the people you pictured. And that you changed your mind. You couldn't go through with it.
He's not that forgiving, Tess. No one is.
How do you know? You know, he's got no family now. He's got nobody but Chris and you. Have you ever thought that he might need you?
Oh, he needs me like he needs a hole in the head.
Stay with him. I'm telling you, when he gets over the shock...
Now, I'll be long gone by then.
You're cutting your own throat.
What do you care? Unless you'd like to cut it for me.
You know, I think you deserve better, okay?
What's with the St. Tess Act? Last I looked, you wanted to blow me sky high.
Well, things are a little different now. Trucker and I had quite the conversation. Of course, I didn't tell him everything, but given the information he does have, he asked me to go. But you're different. You're his brother.
Doesn't matter. I don't have any better chance with him than you do, Tess. We're losers. Losers from the word go.
No, but you don't have to be a loser. You can change.
I can try. Starting now.
Are you going to tell Trucker everything?
No. Tell him goodbye.
Okay, he's all set. All right, so what do you mean, not an accident?
I'm not sure what I mean, Trucker. There are just so many loose ends.
Well, I know that.
I keep wondering why Tricia was driving 80 miles an hour. Why did she call Curtis? What did she find out that she had to tell him so urgently?
Oh, don't you think I've been asking myself this about 100 times over again? Well, we're never going to know the answer, Gwyn. It just makes us crazy, unless there's something new.
There is Buck Houston.
What about it?
Oh, Trucker, come on. He showed up at the very moment Tricia was being mugged. We're not talking about somewhere in Corinth. He was right there at Alden University, right at her office.
All right, Gwyn. God, she's gone, you know? I mean, you can't keep trying to make it make sense. It won't.
Trucker, he shows up at just that moment. He saves the day, and then the guy stays on here.
I asked him to stay here. You
We're
know,
talking about a world traveler, a self-professed man with no roots. Why does he suddenly ingratiate himself to you and your family? Why?
I don't know, Gwyn. I give up. Tell me what he had to do with Tricia's accident.
Maybe nothing, maybe everything. I don't know. But I do know this. He's not who he says he is.
Well, tell me who he is.
He's your brother.
I don't have a brother, Gwyn. It's not possible, okay? That's ridiculous.
I heard Buck talking to Tess at the christening. She said when Trucker finds out that you are his half-brother, I guarantee you he won't be showering you with brotherly love.
Half-brother?
That's what she said, yes.
Tess said what? You must have misunderstood her. The whole thing. You must have
Trucker, I
misunderstood.
thought maybe I had. But I approached our mysterious Mr. Houston.
And what did he say? He said that he was my half-brother.
Not in so many words he didn't, but by the way he reacted, I know that it's the truth.
Gwyn, you know, this is... I don't want to deal with this right now. I got a lot of other things to handle in my life. I don't need
Tess?
to...
Why did she leave?
I asked her to.
Why?
Because there were things about her past that made her uncomfortable being around me.
All right, think about that.
Listen, if you've got something to tell me, just tell me, all right? I don't want to think about it.
Trucker, two total strangers have attached themselves to you by sheer coincidence.
Wait a minute, so now you're saying that Tess is involved with Buck?
I am simply saying that they have a lot of explaining to do, and if they have anything to do with Tricia's death, I'm going to find out about that. Don't you want to know the truth for Tricia's sake or for your own sake?
All right, so say, all right, even if he was my brother, okay, why wouldn't he have just come right out from the top and been honest with me? Why was he pretending to be a stranger? Tell me that.
I don't know.
Well, what do you think he wants from me, Gwen?
Obviously, he wants something he couldn't just ask for.
Tricia? Her money?
I don't know, Trucker, and that's what scares me. Because there's a little boy asleep upstairs who is very much involved here.
Nobody's gonna do anything to Chris.
Trucker, I want to call the police.
Wait, Gwen, wait. What are you gonna say to them? What can we prove?
I don't know, Trucker. Maybe they will just call him in for questioning.
No, don't do anything yet. I'll take care of Buck.
You stay away from me. Security!
Eva, relax. I'm not going to strip in front of you. Come on.
I don't know what to expect from you anymore.
And that was the whole idea, sister.
Oh!
Look, Eva, I'm not going to be in the office today, and I just wanted to let you know that.
Leo, listen. I know that you were really angry with me about last night, but, about locking Shana in her office. I don't know what came over me. I didn't mean any harm. You know, I never wanted to hurt her. I mean, you have to know that, right?
It's just water under the bridge, Eva. Let's forget it.
My resignation will be on your desk.
I don't want your resignation. I need you.
You do?
Yeah, you're the best manager this store's ever had, and just because things didn't work out for us personally, I don't see any reason why the store should have to suffer, and I was kind of hoping that we could be friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, that would be, nice.
I think that it's time that we just get on with our lives, don't you? Huh? You know, forgive, forget.
Yes, of course. Forgive and forget. Get on with our lives. It's a deal.
Glad you agree. You know, all in all, Ava, you are one hell of a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one hell of a woman.
Hold on. Oh, I thought you'd had loads of work to do.
Well, I cleared my calendar because I thought this was far more important.
More gifts for the baby. Leo, shouldn't.
I didn't. You see, this is for you. I've got 6 months to buy tons of gifts for the baby. But I just didn't want to neglect the mother.
Leo, holy cow. Well, this mother certainly doesn't feel neglected. Thanks.
Look, I made a very serious decision, Shane, and I just thought that you needed a little reward.
So do you. For helping me make that decision on my own, without any pressure.
Good. Can I pick my reward?
Okay.
For the next 6 months, focus on us, right?
Oh, is that what this is all about?
Yes. Oh, yes, because we have spent so much time trying to get together. I mean, in half that time we've been fighting, and
Not half the time.
no. Look at it, Shana. We have not even had a chance to enjoy falling in love. And now you're pregnant with my child, and It seems like the time is just flying by. So can I please ask you, can we reserve these next 6 months for you and me, huh?
I'd like that.
Me too. May I? Okay. Now this is for Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Easter, Christmas, Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Well, let's not forget Lincoln's birthday.
No.
Oh, you surely are making up for lost time.
Shana, this isn't about lost time. It's about the future. Our future.
Don't you pity me?
I pity you, never. Sympathy is for people who can take care of themselves. You're the most resilient, resourceful, self-sufficient woman I've ever met in my life.
Yes, I know.
And modest with that. You were a worthy adversary.
Were? Oh, you think this is over? Oh, no.
Well,
not
yes, 10 minutes ago you told me that your vendetta was finished.
10 minutes ago, you forced me to lie from the pain of humiliation.
Fine, but do not forget that I offered you a chance for a truce.
Ah, and who botched up the truce?
Well, truth, lie. I mean, it's like love and hate. It goes hand in hand.
Please spare me your philosophy. As I recall correctly, didn't they offer you a trip to the Far East? Shouldn't you be packing?
And miss all the fun.
Oh, through with you? You will not think this is fun.
Careful. Takes two to play these games.
Ah, yes, but it only takes one to win.
Hi. Do you want me to get Kate?
No, I want to see you.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I know who Buck Houston is now. What I want to know is who are you?
I'm nobody, Mrs. Alden. Nobody that matters, anyway.
You're Buck Houston's friend.
Well, we're not that close.
Close enough to know that he's Trucker Mackenzie's brother.
Well, I, heard him on a conversation that he was having on the phone at the Tides. I did hear him refer to Trucker as his brother, but I just happened to be standing there.
Any particular reason why you kept that information to yourself?
Uh-huh. Buck asked me to.
Trucker was your employer. Did you get your loyalties all mixed up, or are you closer to Buck Houston than you're letting on?
You know, I wasn't exactly sure what I had heard, if it was correct, so I asked him about it, of course, and he told me that he wanted to tell Trucker in his own time. I figured, hey, that's his call, not mine.
And
so
did Buck happen to mention when the time would be?
You know, Mrs. Alden, I really don't know why Buck Houston does what he does. That guy is such a sweet talker, but then you already know that.
You listen to me. I will find out why Buck Houston is in this town. And if you're involved with him at all, you will regret the day you set foot in my daughter's house. Is that clear to you?
You don't have to worry about me being involved with Buck. I didn't fall for his sweet talk. That was you.